Hello and welcome. Great to have you along here for the NBA on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's going to be the New York Knicks up against the Miami Heat. And now we send it out to American Airlines Arena.
Mark, as you said, the Knicks were one of the tougher teams on the road, and their road record was, what separated them, Steve, from the middle of the pack in the East.
Yeah, 23 road wins, second only to the Heat in the East. It was interesting, Kevin. They relied so heavily on threes that sometimes on the road they'd go cold, but they could also get hot in a hurry, and they were able to avoid a bad spell.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
Yeah, when he's not blocking shots, he's altering them, Kevin, because he's just a constant presence and a threat defensively in the paint.
And you know what? He is also relentless on the boards. He works as hard on his rebounding as anybody you're going to see.
Easy play, come on!
First one falls for him.
A lot of people picked the Heat to run away with the East last year, and they were right on target. They were just so far and away better than any other team in the East that you just didn't see them losing much during the course of the season.
No good on the second free throw. Mark, as you said, the Heat clinched the East pretty early and were able to rest up a lot of their players down the stretch. Steve, never easy to win when everyone expects you to win games, but the Heat didn't seem fazed by the pressure at all.
Well, this is a championship team, and I think once you win that first title, you get a different level of confidence, and that showed last season as Miami rolled to their second title in a row.
And so it's New York with it, following the miss by Kyle Lowry. Fournier passes to Barrett. Outside Rose. The pass to Randall. Shot clock at 6. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Offline from the top of the key. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. He said they need to make the most of their possessions offensively, telling me we know they're a team that takes a lot of pride in their defense. That's a big part of their identity. We know nothing's going to come easy for us at that end of the floor, so we have to be at our best and really play smart. Kevin, we'll see if they can be efficient on the offensive end.
Thank you, Doris, and quite a focus for the game here early on, and an important one too, guys.
Yeah, and they know how tough a task it's going to be to take on this defense. They've got to focus on that aspect right away.
Well, that's the priority in the scouting report. You face a team this good defensively, you're thinking about how we need to attack it. And then it's a matter of executing once you get out there. For a long time, the Knicks were viewed as a young team on the rise, but when they added Rasheed Wallace last year, the average age went to 32, which was the oldest team in the league last season. And you saw it in their play. They were a group of veterans out there.
And for the Knicks, the veteran leadership helped them at times as they had to go through some very tough stretches, Steve, due to injury.
Yeah, they did go through some stretches, but they really did well to secure the division title and get that high seed going into the playoffs. They had a pretty decent run, all in all, but this is a team that has higher aspirations than just getting to the conference semis.
Here's Barrett. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
They set the pick. Butler attacking. Here's Fournier. Outside Rose. Pass to Barrett. Some nice passing by New York here. Launches it. No good from Randall.
Tell you, he had all the time in the world to get that shot off.
You know, Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra worked his way up from the very bottom in that organization. I mean, he got his start as a video coordinator, and through years of hard work and dedication has really become an outstanding coach.
And back to Coach Eric Spoelstra as a guy who got his start as a video coordinator, picking the game apart. Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat movement, analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I've had a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced stats is just as a conversation piece in the coaching room. Their analytics department will bring them various information, and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff to do.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, when you have the best record in the league, you're going to be the most dominant, one of the most dominant teams at home. The Heat just destroyed people down in Miami, and only the Denver Nuggets had more wins at home than the Heat did.
No good from Barrett. Miami leading by 4. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Lowry dishes to Martin. Back to Lowry. He feeds it to Martin. The putback. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Showing us a little force on that putback there.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
You got to love his positioning as the shot went up. He anticipated that play.
Passes it to Barrett. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Kicks it to Morris. Back to Lowry. 14 feet away. He lobs it up.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Knicks trailed by 8. The pass to Randall. There's the triple. Kept alive. Sims. Some solid defense from Butler.
Tell you what, if there's success on the boards in this first quarter is any indication, it's going to be a good day.
And rebounds usually are a good indicator.
This defense has been way too soft early on. They've got to start playing with some energy.
You know, Steve, do something, anything to throw their shooters out of rhythm is what's got to happen here.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. The Heat making a switch here. Lowry again throws. Pass to Randall. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Here's Butler. He passes to Lowry. From past the arc. The Heat rebound to the middle. He digs the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Knicks trail by 10. Pass to Randall. Here's Barrett. Shot is off.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Butler with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. Back to Martin. Clock at 6. Outside Lowry. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Barrett.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Fournier passes to Barrett. Some nice passing by New York here. Dishes it to Fournier. No good on the triple.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Pass to Martin. The dish to Lowry. Rejected by Fournier. That one touched the backboard first, and it's ruled a goaltend. Count it.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And a new group in for the Knicks. We've got 1:55 left here in the first quarter. Walker with it. He kicks to Burks. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Burks has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Number 14, guarded by Walker. Six to shoot. Feeds it to Robinson. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
And the Knicks making a change here. Robinson's checked in.
The Heat have magnificent talent, but even coming off an NBA title, they had never put their name into the conversation of the great team until last spring when they went on that amazing 27-game winning streak.
Here's Sims. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. The feed to Walker. Shoots the three. And the Knicks hit again from deep. And for the Heat, they were staring right at the 72 Lakers win record, and I'm sure everyone remembers, but ultimately they would fall, Steve, to the Bulls after 27 consecutive wins.
Yeah, that streak to me was one of the great feats in NBA history. Winning 27 games in a row in the regular season, so difficult, but it showed you what the Heat were made of. They really were battling every night, and I thought that put them on a great run heading into the playoffs.
The Heat shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. First free throw is good.
You know, the Knicks got off to a fast start, but when you employ as many old bodies as they did last year, it's hard to sustain the level of play you need over the course of a full season. It's one reason they started to falter a bit late in the year.
Both shots good from the stripe. And Clark, you said it, the Knicks did hit that lull last season right after the All-Star break into early March. But Steve, when the vets saw the finish line in sight, they picked up their play and got back in it.
That's right. They won 13 games in a row late in the season, catapulting themselves back into the top tier of teams in the East, and let everyone know that they would not be exiting the playoffs early. That really was the start of that run. Defensively, they're really scattered right now, giving up so many open looks from the three-point line.
Yeah, they are splashing them. Their last 3 buckets have all come from behind the arc.
Now, here is Robinson. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Number 14, Burks covering, and that one's good. And the Heat lead by 10.
I love the aggressiveness with their approach, pounding the ball inside, and it's working.
They are owning this game early. They are constantly finding lanes to the basket.
Here's Walker. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The first quarter concludes in a double. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, Stephen Clark, what are your thoughts?
And the key has been the second chance points. You look at this team, the hustle that they play with, very impressive in that first quarter.
Well, it's showing up on the scoreboard. I mean, you get second chance points like that. It can add to your totals and also demoralize your opponent.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Guys, as you know, the Miami Heat try to keep the plays they run as simple as they can and rely on their talent and teamwork to win them games. But playing like that can present its own kind of problems. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, "The challenge is not getting bored with simplicity." Simple is what works, though, as evidenced by their back-to-back titles, guys.
Well, Doris, sometimes it makes sense to keep it simple. Thanks. Number 31, and it's Miami with another. Now Walker. He dishes it to Burks. The shot misses. And the Heat going the other way now. That is good.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
The Heat leading by 7. Number 14, guarded by Walker. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He's got 6.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And the Knicks making a change here. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. He feeds it to Burks. Number 21. No good on the 3. The Heat with the lead. Now here's Oladipo. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, for so long, the Knicks have been the punchline of the Eastern Conference the last decade. Poorly managed contracts and questionable trades really kept them from rising to the top in the East. But once again now, they look like a powerhouse.
That free throw good from Oladipo. And Clark, you were right. The Knicks were a powerhouse last season. Steve, 37 wins against the rest of the conference. And they just would dominate other teams at times.
Well, they're a team that doesn't really want to run a lot or force tempo. They just kind of want to get you in the half court. They don't turn the ball over, and they bury you from long range. So, you know, they found their identity last year, and it really dominated in that Eastern Conference.
Both free throws good from Oladipo.
Well, what a series it was in the finals a year ago. Such great basketball. Two teams that like to play up tempo. And I'll tell you, the Spurs had Miami. They had the series in the bag. They were one play away from wrapping it up in Game 6. But the miracle comeback from the Heat that led to the Game 7 victory and another title for the Miami Heat. What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
New York moving the ball around. Here's Grimes. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Clark, that was interesting because the games themselves weren't particularly close through the first half of the series, but things started to get really tight when they left San Antonio after Game 5.
How about that, Kevin? You talk about things tightening up. We had a game for the ages in Game 6. 28.6 seconds to go. The Spurs +5. Miami needed a miracle, and they found it in the form of timely three-point shooting and got some help from the San Antonio Spurs, missing some free throws.
The Game 6 was about as intense an NBA game as you'll ever see.
Oh, it was off the charts. Absolutely fantastic.
And that one's good.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Miami leading by 11. Dedmon, guarded by Robinson. The baseline J. No good. The Knicks go the other way with it. Grimes, defended by Oladipo. There's the pass to Sims. Number 5. Connects from three-point range.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
The Heat have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, and guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Alec Burks checked in for New York. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. There's the pick. Here's Oladipo. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers. 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
Now, here's Burks. Number 5. From outside, off the mark.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
The Heat have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
Well, guys, you go back to last season, and this is a team that hit just 74% of its free throws. I know they'd like to see that number go up.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Well, great focus at the free throw line. They're taking care of business.
That's exactly how you keep on the lead. 100% free throwing for the quarter, that'll do it.
Both free throws good from Oladipo. Knicks trail by 12. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got 5 points so far.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
And here are the Heat now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots a fader, and that one's good. And the Heat lead by 12.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Off his leg, and it's whistled a kick. The Knicks making a switch here. So it's the Knicks now. Pass to Randall. Shoots off the step back. No luck. Nice D from Morris.
But an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
It's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
The Heat making a switch here. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the offensive rebounding has been really impressive so far as well. So I really like this team's effort tonight.
And so it's New York with it. They trail by 14. Here's Robinson. Can't get it to go.
While not as dominant on defense as they were a year before, the Heat still were tough at that end of the court. The thing is, you could see them turn it on and turn it off when they needed to defensively, so they always managed to get the key stop when they needed it.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And when you're coming off a title like the Heat are, there is, a natural tendency to cruise. But, Clark, you said this, and Steve, I'm sure you want to comment on it. They can turn it up in a hurry.
Well, there's just so much athleticism on this team that if they want to press you in the half court, they usually can force turnovers. And if not, they can also sit back and play a more straight-up defensive style and be very effective that way as well.
The first one falls. The Heat making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And Burks hits 2 free throws.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
The Heat leading by 12. It's Martin on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Number 2. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks trail by 12. 1:49 left to play here in the second quarter. Number 21. New York, no good that time either. The Heat have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Kicks to Martin. Some solid defense from Randall. For New York, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Number 21. There's 1:17 left here in the second. They set the pick, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
The Knicks making a switch here. .114 left to play here in the half. Passes to Randall. The 3. But they recover it. Here's Barrett, and blocked. And here's Lowry. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Uncovered, and he hits the jump shot. And the Heat lead by 14. New York's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Number 5 connects on the foul line jumper. He's got 5.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Here's Butler, rejected by Randall, and they'll keep possession. Knicks trail by 12. .16 seconds left now here in the second. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Butler goes in. Dedmon lets it go with the 3. Can't hit. Here's Barrett. Cannot hit. And that concludes the first half. Heat lead by 12. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena.
Now, presented by Sprint.
It's Wednesday night. We're almost over the hump.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well.
It's been a strong game for Walker. He has 9 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
Here's Lowry. After the made shot from Robinson. Martin kicks to Morris. Outside Lowry. inside Butler. Shot clock at 6. Here's Fournier. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Heat leading by 10. Butler off the pitch for Morris. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Here's Fournier looking for his first basket still in this one. Outside Rose. The pass to Randall. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Lowry gets a screen for Morris. There's the screen. The shot by Lowry, no good.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Barrett the pass to Rose. At the floater. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Lowry against Rose. Shakes him, and he lays it up and in. He's got 9.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
You know, all coaches hate defensively when you give up easy points in the paint. That's inexcusable. So that's the reason for this timeout here.
I think it came down to the fact they were getting beat inside, and that's why the coach called timeout. They were not winning the battle inside.
Knicks trail by 10. Here's the screen. Fournier dishes to Robinson. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Yep, ball movement, player movement. They're generating a lot of easy opportunities for themselves down there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That one misses for Robinson.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Lowry kicks to Martin. Back to Lowry. The 10-footer. It's Lowry again missing.
It's just been one of those days for him. He has really struggled.
The Knicks have gone 3 or 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Fournier passes to Randall. Dishes to Rose. He passes to Fournier. Knocked loose. Just 5 to shoot. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
For Miami, they have been getting it done at the line. 10 for 12. The first free throw is good. And so Butler nails both of them. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Rose. Pass to Barrett. Randall, defended by Morris. Fades. Lowry against Rose. Outside Lowry. Here's the dish to Morris. Misses the three. Knicks trail by 12. Here's Fournier. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. That's good.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
Well, that's been the focus, Clark, as we've watched. I mean, they created one chance after another inside.
Timeout called, the Heat. The Knicks making a switch here. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. There's the pick. Number 14, Burks covering. And the shot is good. Lowry's got 5 minutes.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Passes it to Barrett. Clock at 6. And it's Miami with the rebound. Outside Lowry. He kicks it to Morris. Pass to Lowry. Feeds to Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
Now here's Rose. Now the feed to Burks. Now the pass to Barrett. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 6.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
Outside Lowry. Number 77. Again, the Heat good for 2.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
Robinson sets a screen for Rose. They get a hand on it. Pass to Randall. The offensive rebound. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Boy, I like the way he carved out just enough space to get his hands on the missed shot and then rattle the rim on the putback.
And the gap narrows.
They're closing it fast.
Well, that's the effort of a team ready to fight back into this game.
So it's Miami now, following the score by New York. Lowry kicks to Martin. And again, Miami with the triple.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Now here's Rose. Robinson backs down. Back to Rose. He passes it to Barrett. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, here's a guy who gives the coach the luxury of a very simple play call, which is just the ISO. Get him the ball and get out of the way, and good things are going to happen.
And the other most noticeable thing about him to me is his passing. I mean, he makes things so easy for his teammates. All they have to do is get to the right spot on the floor, and he'll get it to him.
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game. Number 14, guarded by Walker. Number 31. No good with the triple. Knicks trail by 13. Walker goes in. There's the block. But they'll get another chance. The shot's good from Barrett.
Clearly, he's shaken off that cold shooting performance of the first half.
Miami's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Lets it go from deep. No good. And New York the other way now. 1:07 left to play in the third. Shot's good by Walker.
His shooting has been so good today, he may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Number 13, defended by Barrett. Burks pulls it in. New York with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Passes it to Barrett. He dishes it to Walker. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Burks. That's good. And now just a 5-point Miami lead.
Well, you knew the run would come, and here it is. They're playing well now, trying to get back in this thing.
Yeah, pretty good comeback effort here. Rolling along nicely, and they've gotten themselves within striking distance now.
Number 31 gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 5.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
Yeah, and that's fine as long as you're making them, but make sure you don't start launching bad shots. That's a problem.
From deep, Walker can't get it to go. Dedmon. The shot is off. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Heat out front. They lead by 8. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Heat.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
I've been impressed with how well they penetrated tonight, too.
He feeds it to Lowry. Dedmon. Good ball movement here by Miami. Three-pointer, Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Heat.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here. Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Miami leading by 9. Dedmon, guarded by Robinson. Well, now they're just going to town on him.
Yeah, you think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Walker gets a screen from Randall, and it's Walker penetrating. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Well, they found the touch here in the second half from the field, and everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that, this game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line, and they found a way to do it here in the second half.
Puts it up from 12, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
What a play, the hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
The Knicks making a switch here. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Goes off the pick from Randall. Here's Grimes. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. The Heat leading by 9. Butler with the ball. Kicks to Lowry. Dishes to Martin. Back to Lowry. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Count that one.
shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
New York calls timeout.
But he looks like he wants to toy around with some of their sets and matchups here.
You know, I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over, and you have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Thibodeau had some words for his team in that last huddle. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We've got to wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Making a long pass like that is always a risky proposition.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Rose against Lowry. Back to Robinson. And there's the pass to Randall. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Morris. The dish to Lowry. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Rose passes to Barrett. He kicks it to Robinson. Backs him down. Here's Grimes. Off target from outside. The Heat leading by 13. Pass to Lowry. Feeds it to Morris. Back to Lowry. From deep. They get the rebound. Outside for Martin. Pass to Morris. The feed to Martin. He dishes it to Lowry. That's Lowry again missing.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
No good from Barrett. Miami's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Randall. Knicks trailed by 13. Rose attacking. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The free throw drops for Rose. And the Knicks making a change here. Fournier is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Butler. Now a timeout called by Miami. New York on D, 11-point game. Passes to Martin. The tray. Fournier pulls it down. For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Barrett. Tries again. And the layup is good. The Heat leading by 9. Lowry dishes to Butler. He feeds it to Martin. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Lowry. From the top of the key, he buries it. Lowry's got 7 points here in this quarter. Here's Fournier. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Rose. Rebound by the Heat. Morris has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. There's a good screen. Lowry, he's covered by Rose. Rose against Lowry. Morris kicks to Lowry. Shot clock at 6. And the basket good. And the Heat lead by 13.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Rose against Lowry. Here's Barrett. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's blocked by Rose. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. On defense, the Knicks. Trailing by 13. And it's Martin missing. New York, they're working against the clock now. Rose, good. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
The Heat have gone through the 4th quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. And Butler, here we go. Morris passes to Lowry. Clock at 6. Number 13. It's rebounded by Barrett. Knicks trailed by 11. Outside Rose. He passes to Randall. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
That one is off. So he comes up empty, missing both. Miami leading by 11. Martin dishes to Lowry. Kicks it to Morris. Beyond the arc. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Fournier passes to Rose. Pope loose and stolen by Butler. 55 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Gets the bucket. And the Heat lead by 13.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
It's interesting. They're like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got energy.
You know, it's not going to change anything, though, other than to make their losing margin a little more respectable.
Now here's Butler. Elbow shot is on the way. Rebounded by Randall. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th. Here's Fournier, and again it's New York. Now Butler. Left side, Martin. Makes it off the glass.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
New York calls timeout. They're down by 10. 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think, guys?
Well, this one's out of reach, so I'm not sure why they're calling the timeout here. Maybe just to try to work on something, maybe an out-of-bounds play or something.
Well, they might as well talk about what movies they want to see or what they want to surf on the internet, because this one's done, boys.
Here's Grimes. Drops in the tray. Now Oladipo. And so it's Miami winning this one. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan player of the game, Kyle Lowry.